Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
It's Zach, aka Zach Reviews. We are back again with another video. If you've come across my channel from this video, I'd love it if you subscribe to my channel, put on those notifications, like this video because that helps me know that you guys like my content. But start today's video. It was Superman and Lois Day, episode 2. I loved episode 1. Right away off the bat, they got me on board with the way the CGI is, the way the Superman suit looks, the way when we go to Smallville, it feels like Smallville. When we go to the Daily Planet, it feels like the world of Superman so well. And Tyler Hoechlin, this time around as Superman, is so different from the Superman we've seen in Supergirl. I love this show. I love the episode 2. I just love everything. I love how Jonathan, how he's like so outgoing, wants to be a football player, and he's more like he goes after what he wants. And we see Jordan. Jordan's more of the shy one. He feels like there's something wrong with him, and he feels like that he just feels like an outcast. And I love how there's just so much different elements to everything. And I love how Lois she's just a badass. And I love how Superman's side of Clark, he's doing the Superman things, and then Clark is he plays Clark so well, Tyler Hoechlin. I've never seen somebody play Clark so well. Well, the only person I've seen play Clark so well is Brandon Routh. So I love this. I love how it feels like and Brandon Routh's Superman and Superman Returns. That's the Superman I grew up with, for people that don't know, and it feels like that, but we're getting that in a show form. But it feels like a movie. The way they do, the way the cinematography looks. I just can't get over how good that Superman suit looks. That is probably by far the best Superman suit I've ever seen. It looks so good. And just the action sequences are phenomenal. This is a TV show. Keep in mind. And it's crazy because they gave Batwoman the same look of budget that they gave Superman and Lois, but yet this, of course, I'm just happy that they're doing this with the formats of these shows. I mean, it'd be cool if Flash got this. It would be cool if, Supergirl got this. I like this format. I think it looks more like a comic book, but I love how we're finally getting the Superman that, we deserve. Someone that's very hopeful. Someone that's very, that we see the different sides of Clark and Superman, how he has trouble being Superman and being there for Jonathan and Jordan and being there for Lois, but Lois understands he's Superman and he needs to do things. I'm happy we don't get a whole how Felicity had a problem with Oliver being Green Arrow, how Iris has a problem with Barry doing Flash things a lot of the times. I'm happy that Lois understands he's Superman, understands he has priorities to save the world. And, it's cool seeing how, he, even Superman is having trouble, and Clark, since they're the same people, but of course they have trouble balancing it all out. He has trouble balancing Superman and balancing him being, being Clark to, to be there for, to be a dad for his kids. He's struggling, balancing both of those lives, being Superman, being Clark. And I love how we see that. And I love how, in this episode we see how, Jordan is excited, he has powers after he goes to the Fortress of Solitude, and seeing the Fortress of Solitude, how pretty it looked and how awesome it looked, and I love how it looked different, and seeing, Jor-El, and, talking about, how, because, they're there to have tests on Jordan to see if he has powers, and it's saying he doesn't have any, he has a limited amount of powers, but he can't, absorb the sun enough to have the same amount of powers that, Clark has, and it's cool to see how, he said, even the Fortress might not say that you have powers, but are enough to become the next Superman. But I think you can. And Jordan and Jonathan was like, "I'll help you find your way. I'll be there for you." And I'm happy because at first he Jonathan was mad at Jordan for them. He blamed Jordan for them moving to Smallville because Jonathan left his girlfriend and him becoming the quarterback for the varsity team, and he's just, really annoyed about all that, and he thinks that, every time in his life he feels like, his parents are always there for, Jordan when he's going through problems, and keeps putting Jonathan's, priorities last. And even though that's not the case, even though, Jordan has a lot of, things going on in his life, they would be paying more attention to him on that part of things, because things are really bad, but it's they're not paying, but it's the same amount of they're paying attention. But of course, he felt jealous in a way because, Jordan got to go fly, to the Fortress of Solitude and spend more time on the Superman side of things. They had so much in common because Clark thought, Jordan had, the same powers, and they spent so much time. And that was something that Clark had actually could share, then he had a common with, Jordan because, he had so much of a problem trying to connect with Jordan. And this was the one thing they could connect on. And of course, at first when we see them in episode 1, it's more that, Clark has more, is more interested in Jonathan's life because Jonathan was more open and was willing to and talk to him more, and Jordan was more on his own, closed off from Clark and stuff like that, his dad. So I love how it's like it's almost flipped now, like Clark is paying more attention to Jordan because he needs to learn how to control his abilities. But as we know, the Fortress said, he doesn't have enough to, maybe that was a one-time thing. He might not, maintain them and keep the powers. It might have just been like a burst of energy because he was upset or something. But as we know, of course, I think they're going to go that route where, Jordan's going to have full capability of the powers and, grow those powers. And I don't know, it'd be cool to see a spinoff, as far as I know, where maybe he could become Superman. It'd be cool to see that aspect if they go that route. Or at some point we see him get a suit, Clark gives him a suit. And that would just be sick, I think, if we got to that point. All I know is that I love this show so much. It reminds me of Smallville mixed with Superman Returns. I'm a big fan of Smallville. I loved that show. It was just great. I thought that was the coolest, way to tell Superman, Superman's, Clark's life before he became Superman. I love that, that they really went deep with that in Smallville. I love Smallville. I have all the seasons on DVD. I love that show. And I'm just so happy that we got a show, finally, about Superman. I'm just so happy we got that show. Because, I'm not happy with the Superman that we have in, the DCEU. And, I just really like this Superman because it feels like my Superman that, I saw when I was a kid on the big screen. Because they really represented, that Superman very well from the comic books, in Superman Returns. They literally took the Superman we know from the comic books and put it in Superman Returns. And Brandon Routh gave us that performance. And that felt like Superman to me, the hope and the never giving up and just keep being, standing for truth and justice. I just love that. So, I love this show. This episode was so great. I just can't get over how cool the fight sequences were. They didn't skip on any CGI. It all held up very well. I'm interested to see if that's that Superman on that different world or whatever, or universe. I wonder if that's the Earth X. Superman, in the Nazi, that, remember how we saw it in the big crossover with Supergirl? I wonder if that's that's their bad Superman on Earth X, because as we know, we saw that same Superman, I think, in that crossover, or not that crossover. It was in Elseworlds. We saw a bad Superman that had that same suit on. So I'm thinking maybe this could be an Earth X. He was on Earth X at the time, and that's their bad Superman. Or maybe it's not that. It could be just some different world or universe where there is a bad Superman. Either way, I don't know. I wish this guy would. Clearly, this guy, I don't know. I feel like he doesn't understand unless the bad Superman over there started out good and then became bad for some reason. But, as of right now, you should understand he's just there to help people. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. But I don't know. This guy, I think he wants people to, wants to push, Clark to a point where he people will believe that he, he's bad. People will believe that Superman is bad. He wants to push him to a point where, you're bad. I tried telling you guys, but even though he's not bad. So I'm wondering if he'll realize at some point that he's actually... Superman is good here and not bad, but I don't know. I can't wait to learn more into that story of what happened because I'm so interested. There's so many questions. I can't wait to get all the answers. I'm just really enjoying this season so far. That was probably my highlight, the biggest highlight. I was looking forward more to Superman and Lois than the Flash, and I've been a big Flash fan from day one. But ever since again, season 4 of the Flash, I just started hating it. So. Literally, this is saving me right here from Flash nights as far as Flash is concerned. I hope it gets better again this year, but I have no clue. But I just really enjoyed this episode. There's just I love everything. And it's not just, I love the Superman aspects. I love the Jordan moments. I love the Jonathan moments. I love the Lois moments. I just love learning about the world and what they're building in the storyline. It's so new and fresh, and it's just so fresh that we get this hopeful, peaceful Superman, and this awesome Superman that actually does justice from the comic books, from, the DCEU Superman, where it just doesn't feel like the Superman that it doesn't feel like Superman. So I'm just curious to know what you guys think down in the comments below about what you guys thought about the season, this episode, and where you think the season is going to go from, what we saw in this episode. So, but I'm going to end this video here. But before I end this video here, I want to say everybody that's come across this channel, please subscribe to my channel, put in those notifications, like this video. That shows that you guys like my content. And also, please go check out my Etsy store. It's at etsy.com/ZachHensel. Or etsy.com/shop/Zach Hensel. It's going to be in the description down below. Also, please go follow my Instagram. It's going to be in the description too. And also, yeah, I'm just, thrilled with, what this channel's been able to achieve. I would love, again, for you guys that are new to the channel, please subscribe, join this awesome community. I consider you guys family. I love talking to you guys about pop culture and, cinema. Also, I started this channel, for people that don't know, I started this channel to spread love and positivity and to spread, motivation, because, life is short. I said one day to myself, I'm not letting anybody stand in my way. I'm going to achieve my dreams, and I'm going to, reach for the stars. I would really love it if you guys join me on my journey of following my dreams. And if you take something from these videos, if it makes you happy, or if this motivates you to achieve your dreams, that's awesome. That's why I'm here and making these videos for you guys, for motivation and just spread love and positivity, because why not be nice to everybody, and why not talk about things that we love and make life the best that, we can. So, but I'm going to end this video here. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.